7,725 crore for industrial development in areas near ports, express highways and airports. Sixth round of talks between centre and the farmer unions begins in Delhi. Government proposes panel to discuss farmers' demands. Digital India initiative should continue to strive towards reducing the digital divides, says President Ramnath Kovind. Government approves export of Akash missile system. And national COVID recovery rate improves to 95.99%. COVID seen in northeastern states also improves. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj with now the details. The Union Cabinet today decided to spend Rs 7,725 crores for industrial development in areas near selected seaports, airports, express highways and railway stations in the country. The meeting was chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said the decision will position India as player in global value chains which develop land parcels in cities for immediate allotment for attracting investments. The Cabinet approved Memorandum of Understanding between Government of India and the Royal Government of Bhutan on cooperation in peaceful uses of outer space. The sixth round of talks between union government and farmers' unions has begun in New Delhi. The government has written to 40 farmer unions and invited them for talks to end the impasse over the 3 farm laws. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, Piyush Goyal and Som Prakash are present in the meeting. Apart from the farm laws, minimum support price, MSP and legislations related to air quality and the electricity are also expected to be deliberated upon during the meeting. The government has reiterated that it is committed to finding a logical solution to all relevant issues raised by the farmers with a clear intention and an open mind. President Ramnath Kovind today said the Digital India initiative of the government should continue to strive towards reducing the digital divide. He said a large segment of the population is still not able to derive the benefits of digital services. Kovind said the number of such people needs to be minimized by extending digital access to them through effective innovations. He, however, said India utilized the corona pandemic crisis as an opportunity to march ahead in various arenas. Conferring the Digital India Awards 2020 through video conferencing, Kovind said it was possible only because the digital infrastructure has been strengthened in recent years. He said this pandemic has changed the world in terms of social relations, economic activities, healthcare, education and several other aspects of life. President expressed happiness that from the judiciary to the telemedicine, every sector has switched to the virtual mode. On third and final day of the winter session of the Assam Legislative Assembly today, 11 bills including the Assam Official Language Amendment Bills 2020 were passed. The bill accords the Bodo language the associate official language status of the state and recognizes the Bodo community as the original Bhumiputra or sons of the soil. Among the other bills passed on the floor of the August House was the Bodo Kachari Welfare Autonomous Council Bill 2020 for the people living in the Bodoland territorial region. Other bills passed were the Assam Microfinance Institutions Regulation of Money Lending Bill, the Assam Repealing Bill, the Moran Autonomous Council Amendment Bill and the Matak Autonomous Council Amendment Bill 2020. The government has approved the export of the indigenous Akash missile system. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has welcomed the move and said it will help India increase its revenue from defence export. Singh said under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, India is growing in its capabilities of manufacturing wide variety of defence platforms and missiles. The cabinet chaired by Prime Minister today approved the export of Akash missile system and a committee for faster approvals has been created. Singh said the Akash missile system is an important defence asset for the country with over 96% indigenization. He also noted that the Akash is a surface-to-air missile with a range of 25 kilometers. Developed by DRDO, it is India's first indigenously designed missile system and can target fighter jets, cruise missiles, drones and other aerial assets. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said India will not tolerate anything that hurts its self-respect. In an interview to a news agency, the Defence Minister said India will not compromise on its pride. He said being soft does not mean that anyone can attack our pride and we sit and watch silently. Singh said national security has been a #1 priority of the Narendra Modi government and it is providing maximum facilities to the defence forces. The minister said India wants to maintain peaceful relations with all nations. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Do stay tuned.
सर आपका केवाईसी अपडेट करना है, नहीं तो अकाउंट और एटीएम कार्ड ब्लॉक हो जाएगा।
सावधान सावधान।
2.5 करोड़ का इनाम मुझे।
देखिए, अनजाने कॉल्स, फर्जी ईमेल्स, लिंक्स और जाली ऐप से अपना पिन, ओटीपी, पासवर्ड कभी भी किसी के साथ शेयर न करें। आप रहेंगे सावधान तो नहीं होगा नुकसान। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. In the COVID update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh records a total of 16,709 cases. The recovered cases are pegged at 16,538. Case load for the dead is 56. Reporting 28,096 total cases, Manipur has topped 26,521 in terms of recovered cases. The dead account for 353. Meghalaya 13,387 total cases, discharged 13,066. The tally for the dead is 138. Mizoram records a total of 4,199 cases, while 4,088 account as cured cases, while number of deaths is 8. Nagaland reported 11,917 total cases, followed by 11,595 discharged cases. Case load for the dead is 79. Sikkim 5,864 total cases, recovered stands at 5,201. The dead account for 126. Tripura records 33,258 total cases, 32,735 discharge cases, while the death toll is 385. In the COVID update from the state, in a tweet, Assam Health Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma said 66 cases were detected, which 29 from Kamrup Metro out of the 23,238 tests conducted in the last 24 hours. 87 patients were discharged in the last 24 hours, which takes the total number of recovered cases to 2,11,720. The total COVID cases stand at 2,16,063, out of which 3,300 account as active cases. Meanwhile, the total death toll in the state is now 1,040. The country's COVID-19 recovery rate has reached 95.99%. During the last 24 hours, more than 26,000 COVID patients have recovered, and Health Ministry said the total number of recoveries has gone up to over 98,34,000. The actual case load currently comprises only 2.56% of the total positive cases. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is around 2,62,000. During the past 24 hours, 20,550 new cases were reported, taking the total number of positive cases in the country to over 1 crore 2 lakh. Currently, India's case fatality rate is at 1.45%, which is one of the lowest globally. During the last 24 hours, 286 deaths were reported, taking the toll to 1,48,439. In the global COVID update, with the next wave of the virus hitting the world, the total COVID cases now stands at 8,24,39,369, while the number of total recovered cases is 5,84,44,965. Meanwhile, the total death toll stands at 17,99,337. Meanwhile, as per data, USA leads with total cases mounting up to 1,99,77,704, followed by India and then Brazil with 75,64,117 cases. A total of 20 persons have been found with the mutant variant of SARS-CoV-2 virus reported from UK. These include the 6 persons reported earlier, 3 in Nimhans, Bengaluru, 2 in CCMB, Hyderabad and 1 in NIV, Pune. Health Ministry said 107 samples were tested in the 10 labs to detect the virus. Government has constituted the INSACOG, Indian SARS-CoV-2 Genomics Consortium, comprising 10 labs for genome sequencing. The ministry said the situation is under careful watch and irregular advice is being provided to the states for enhanced surveillance, containment, testing and dispatch of samples to the INSACOG lab. Government extended the temporary suspension of flights to and from the UK till 7 January 2021. Informing this on Wednesday, Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said thereafter strictly regulated resumption will take place, for which details will be announced shortly. Earlier, all flights originating from UK to India were suspended till 31st of this month. The Health Ministry has recommended to the Ministry of Civil Aviation for an extension of the temporary suspension of flights originating from UK into India to be further extended till 7 January 2021. This has been recommended based on the inputs received from the Joint Monitoring Group JMG, headed by the Director General of Health Services DGH and the National Task Force, jointly headed by DG ICMR and Member Health Niti Aayog. For more news, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel DD News Guwahati. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing, frequently wash hands with soap or sanitizer. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.